Loved one, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Law and Ethics. I'm really excited to teach this class. I'm excited that you're on a journey to learn more about this topic, and I think you'll get a lot out of it. You're really going to enjoy, I think, the textbook and the course material because there's a lot of great insight into, how to protect ourselves legally from a professional aspect, and there's also some personal things that you can learn throughout the text that you can apply to your everyday lives. So I've learned something new every time I've taught this class. I've been teaching it for about 7 years now, and it's really engaging. It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. So I think you're going to enjoy it as well. The first thing I want to mention before we jump into some material here is this is a fully online class. So all the lectures are pre-recorded. You're able to watch them at your own pace. You can pause them, restart them. It's really easy that way. They're all in video format, and I'll show you how to access those in a minute. But being it fully online and kind of self-paced, the things that you have to do on time are your assignments and making sure they're done by the due dates. So that's how we track your attendance. So as long as you're getting your assignments done on time, you're participating, then you're going to get, of course, full attendance. So make sure that your work is done on time so you can get full attendance in an online class. Kind of unique, a little bit different than what you'd have in ground person, just a little bit different. So let's go through, of course, some really important information. But the first thing I want to do is highlight a little bit about me, give myself a personal introduction. You're probably like, who is this guy? Why is he teaching this class? How has he been doing this for 7 years? This is a really old, outdated picture. I think it's actually like close to 10 years old now. I got to get a new headshot. People have been telling me that for a while, but I haven't had time because I'm doing fun things like this, teaching you guys new things to help you be better healthcare professionals in the future. But I need to do that. So one thing that I'll point out at the beginning, I'm in classes too. So I'm actually in school as well. I'm in my last class. I'm doing it for 7 years now. This is my 7th year in a doctoral course, and I'm looking forward to being done. So I kind of know how you feel. It's hard balancing things, and I really understand that, it's difficult when you got multiple classes. Some of you probably work as well or have a family, so there's different life, expectations that you have. So, when we're working together, I want to make sure that I can convey, I understand what you're going through, know how difficult it is to get an education, and I'm working with you to help you progress. So I'm your partner in this, the teacher obviously, but I want to help you be successful. So I received just a little bit of background about me. I received my bachelor's in health science from Gardner-Webb in North Carolina, my master's from St. Joe's in Philadelphia. That was in healthcare administration, and then my doctorate is in business and specifically in leadership. So I've been working full-time in healthcare for 15 plus years now. Currently, my role is full-time job is at Providence. I'm the senior director of service line ops, where I oversee our cardiovascular service line in the Southwest Washington area. We actually have the busiest cath lab in the state of Washington. So lots of really cool things that I get to do. On a personal level, I have a family, two boys, and of course my wife. We spend a lot of time in the outdoors, spend a lot of time on the water, but one of the main things that I try to do as much as possible is I'm from Alabama, so I get back home to Alabama. We watch a lot of football games and basketball games. Really enjoy sports. So if you guys ever want to talk sports, I love talking sports. Really enjoyed watching the NBA Finals the last couple of days. I really enjoy watching a team come together and really participate in a way that helps them personally and helps the team professionally. So that's a little bit about me. I'm here to help you in any way, shape, or form. There's my cell listed there and my email. Feel free to contact me anytime. Email is preferred, but if you need to get a hold of me right away, you can reach out via cell. Some people have texted me, and that's totally fine as well. So that's a little bit about me. I've been teaching for 15 years in some way, shape, or form. I started really early. I taught for the University of Alaska when I was in Alaska, working at a hospital, and then taught when I got down to to Seattle when we moved here, so I've been in the teaching landscape for quite a while. So I really enjoyed teaching this. I've been doing it for 7 years, and I think you're going to get a lot out of it too. So if I've done it for 7 years, I think you're going to enjoy it. So from that perspective, I want to open up the course syllabus, the course schedule. We'll look at that. PPS is something that we track as well, so you want to make sure to look at the PPS Blackboard and PPS form. That's your attendance. It's going to be a little different in an online class like we talked about before. You want to make sure that you get your attendance in, and that's done based on, of course, based on getting your work done on time. Okay, so your course syllabus is located here, and you're going to have information here related to what the expectations are of the class. And you're able to open all the documents here in Blackboard Ultra, which is really great. So we're not going to go into a lot of details here, but the one thing that I want, you can read over this, I want to note really quickly. AI is a really cool tool that is available for you guys, of course, to use in some capacity, but in this class you can't use it to write your papers. So I want to point that out. It's really, really easy to see when someone uses AI just to write their entire paper, because we do have a paper and presentation, a research paper that's due way, way in the distant future in this class, and you don't want to get flagged as just having AI writing because it pops up as plagiarism. So AI can be used for things. We'll talk more about that later. It can be used for research. It can be used for tips and tricks, but it cannot be used to write your entire paper. All right, so this is kind of the method of instruction here, the method of evaluation. I'm going to try to use my highlighter here so you guys can take a look at what I'm referencing. So exam 1 and 2, that are 15% apiece. You do have review questions that are due every week. I'm going to show you one. I think there's 15 in total, so that would be 1% each. Your PPS points are still there. Your attendance, right? That's 10% of your final grade. And then your final exam is a large part of your grade too. That's that 30%. And then that paper and presentation I just talked about from the perspective of using AI, that's 15% of your final grade. All right, we grade just kind of standard here, 7 percentage points. An A is anywhere from 93 to 100. All right, and here's some course objectives that you can take a look at too that's going to be really important for you to note and understand. All right, so that's the course syllabus. Feel free to dig a little bit deeper in that. And if you do have questions, I'm here to help or support you and answer those in any way. Another thing that I want you to really understand as well is the course schedule. This is going to show what's due each week. And of course, we're on week 1 right now. So week 1 shows that the start date would be the 9th, which is a little bit different. The 9th is, a Tuesday, okay? But, I'm opening the course on we'll talk about this in a second. I'll open the course actually on Saturday. So when you look at Tuesday the 9th, that's when the course officially opened, and your material is going to be due on the 14th. So you get a little bit of a short week this week, but you want to make sure that you read over, and we'll show you where this is at in a second. Module 1, and then you're going to have review questions, and they're going to be due on the 14th. RQ stands for review questions. So don't get confused in that. Most of the time, these check-in videos, this is a check-in video that you're watching now, are posted on Saturday, and I open the next week a few days early. So technically, let's give an example. Week 2 starts on the 15th. I'm going to open it for you on the 13th. And if you want, you can jump in over the weekend and get started early. You don't have to do that. It's optional, but I have a lot of students that want to work ahead, and this gives them a little bit of time to work ahead and get their work done. Just in case they have other things throughout the week that they need to focus on. So I'm trying to work with you, especially this being an online class, to make sure that you're able to get your work done on time. I'm not sure why this is formatted this way. It wasn't like that when I uploaded it, but I'll try to fix it here in a bit. Okay, so take a look at the course schedule. A lot of great information in here. It shows that we go all the way till September 15th. Another thing, quizzes can't be made up. So those review questions are technically listed as quizzes. You have to finish them on time. And then, of course, there's standards. If you're late, of course, there's 10% deduction from exams, yada, yada, yada. Take a look at all this great information here, and also has the course objectives. I'll try to fix this this section so it's not clunky like it looks with reading being on 2 lines there. Okay, so that's the course schedule. You want to make sure you understand the course schedule. Another thing to note, I have another file here, Legal Research and Community Forum. This talks a little bit about our legal research paper, which will be coming up. Their instructions are located here. Don't stress about this. This is something that's in the distant future. You can actually see it in the course schedule. We'll have plenty of time to go over what's expected for your paper and presentation. That's about 15% of your grade like it showed earlier. So don't stress about that right now, but that is located there if you want to read over it early. The community forum is just a way, if you have insight that you found, maybe you found a case and you're preparing for that paper and you want to share it with others, and it's not a case that you're actually going to do research on, you can throw it in the community forum here. It's just a way to communicate back and forth with other students, and me as well if you're interested. Okay, the modules, I'm going to close that off. The modules are located here. It says week 1, right? So that's where your information for week 1 is going to be. It's going to tell you kind of what's due. First thing, of course, you want to make sure that you read Chapter 1 in your Cengage textbook, The Big Business of Healthcare and You. Your PowerPoint slides are located here. And then there's your lecture. When you click on the lecture, a video will pop up, and then that's where you'll watch the lecture. So there's a lot of great data and information in there in lecture for Module 1. I do also have some supplemental videos listed here. You know, a lot of it I try to tie in real-world examples to our textbook, so you'll be able to see some really interesting things that I've found over the last few years that I've been teaching this class. And then there's some supplemental material too. I've taught this class for years, and the PowerPoints have changed. And if I've found a good PowerPoint in the past, I'll upload it here, and you can take a look at it, but it's not something that's required. Your Module 1 review questions are located here. So when you open them, they'll be ready to go. The due date's going to be the 14th, so make sure you get that done on time. 14th by end of day. That's kind of how the week ends. Okay, and the quiz itself, or the review questions as we call them, they're all in Blackboard, so they'll pop up right in Blackboard, and you can take it that way. Okay, a lot of data, a lot of information to go over here. If you are running into anything you're questioning, hey, this doesn't make sense, I don't understand this, please reach out. I'm here to help you. I'm always available. I'll even answer emails over the weekend. Reach out anytime. I'm happy to support your questions that you might have. All right, that was a lot of data and a lot of information, but it gives you a great jump to starting this class. I know you're probably watching this on the 9th, but let's get started as soon as possible. Start reading the material. The textbook's easy read. You'll really enjoy it, and you can kind of get through it pretty quickly. But if you have questions, I'm here to help and support you in any way. Let me know if you need anything. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to this class together. Thanks so much.